Hi, it's John here at Primal Woods. It's April 17th, 2017, and this is 14, 15, 16, year 4 of our beekeeping experience. And I suppose you could say we had a disastrous winter. So I'll take you on a tour of the other 3 hives, and you can watch me open and inspect this hive. But it came to my realization about 2 weeks ago that none of our colonies had made it through the winter. So a person on staff at the Warray store tells me it's because the hives are too close to the ground. They need to be at least 12 to 18 inches off the ground. So I will correct that this spring, and I've got 4 more bee packages on order. But when that realization came to me, that's as close as I've come to being physically ill in a long time. We've invested probably $1,200 or $1,500 in bees, and we've built these 4 hives. The plan was to build 4 more this year. I think we'll stick with these 4, and until we can overwinter more than half the hive successfully, it seems like throwing good money after bad to build more hives. So with that, this is hive number 1. This hive made it through the winter of 2015 into 16. And it made it all the way through last fall, as did the other 3. But it didn't make it through the winter. So I'll just disassemble this hive, I'll show you what I found, and then I'll take you on a walk around of the other 3 hives. Thanks for watching. So removing the roof, and then this is the so-called quilt. Now, normally this is filled with sawdust, which I did not do. The sawdust is really about absorbing moisture. It's not insulation per se. There's very little communication of air through the hive. The bees pretty much seal off the top of the hive, but some air does communicate through. And of course they have stuck the boxes together with propolis. I can tell right now, and I've seen this on some of the other hives, this box is heavy, which means the bees left, and they left a lot of honey. Okay. So I see a dead bee here and a dead bee here, some ants, and of course the bees don't build the comb the way you'd have them build it. Let's see if I can. And you can also see some mold in there, which means moisture in the hive. So maybe not putting sawdust in the hive was not such a good idea. But they didn't die of starvation. This is a heavy box. It's heavy. Okay, I don't know if you can see this, but there's liquid on top of these bars here on the second box. And that, I've tasted that. It's sweet. Now again, they've stuck the boxes together, which you'd expect. Okay, now I can tell you what I've seen so far. I've seen 2 mice. Okay, so you can also see a second full box of comb. The dark comb is brood comb. And really no significant damage to the comb in the top 2 boxes. I can see some nesting material in here. By nesting material I mean mice or voles. There you go. There's another one. Right behind this.
Yep. Come on, you. 2 more, at least. There goes one. I got 2 more in here.
And then all the detritus of a mice. The home of mice. So probably a couple of boxes and comb salvageable, which will get the bees for 2017 off to a better start. And 1 comb with a lot of honey in it. So with that, I will also show you what I found in the other 3 boxes. Okay, so this is hive number 2, I think I called it last year. This would have been the top box right here. Again, it is substantial. It's got a lot of honey in it. And no substantial damage, or no, it's not too significant. And then here would have been the second box, and back in there on the bottom you can see the little white belly of another mouse. Not a whole lot of damage again to comb, and these were the only 2 boxes on the hive. And then here on the floor you see all this nesting material, and then let's just say mice don't live very cleanly. Okay, we'll go over to number 3. So that's the top box. Some damage to the comb. Brood comb in the middle. Some of that's been damaged. And then this was the second box. And they have not built much in the second box, but it's all clean comb. And again, not much damage. And then here you can see the detritus and nesting materials and the bodies of a lot of dead bees. Number 4. This was the top box. It's heavy. A lot of honey. You can see some dead bees, some detritus, not as much. And then on top of the second box they had built some comb. And you see that what might appear to be water. That's not water. And full box, second box of comb, not a whole lot of damage. And this box is not full of honey. It's just comb. And then there again is the damage to hive number 1. Not a pretty sight, but I think there's something here to be salvaged. now you know what I know, and you've seen what I've seen. It could have been worse, I suppose. Probably the thing that has me most worried is that little bit of mold I found in one of the hives. That's not something you want in a hive, and I'm not quite sure what to do about that before repopulating these hives in the middle of May. So, as I learn about that, I'll share it with you. And thank you for continuing on this journey with us. All for now.